This week's weekly ritual is dedicated to the memory and the music of the Locust drummer Gabe Serbian, producer Craig Portiels, who worked with Ozzy Osbourne, Guns N' Roses, Billy Idol, and others, and Spinal Tap drummer Rick Parnell, who all passed away this week. Rockin' Power. This video is made possible by our affiliate partner, Liquid Death. Murder your thirst. More about them in a minute. What's up, everybody? It's Keefe. You're watching another edition of the Weekly Ritual, Ghost Cult's news show, right here on YouTube. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. GhostCultMag.com is a small business. With that out of the way, let's get into it.
In case you missed it, features at Ghost Cult.
In an exclusive, we talked to Rob Dietrich of Metallica's Blackened American Whiskey. Rob is the master distiller, and we learned a bunch of whiskey knowledge. Check it out. We also talked to Erica Stoltz of Sanhedrin. They're on tour right now supporting their new album, Lights On, out on Metal Blade. We also talked to JT KV of Era. The deluxe edition of their self-titled album is out now. You can also check out our 5-minute review of Ibaraki, Roshaman, the debut solo project from Matthew Heafy of Trivium. You can also catch me on the Glacially musical podcast. This week, we have a bonus edition. And we have a brand new contest. You can enter to win on Instagram a vinyl or a CD from the Seattle progressive trad metal band Sleepless.
And now, the news rundown.
The return of Download Festival Japan has been announced for later this year, and it features Dream Theater, Bullet for My Valentine, Mastodon, and many more. This Is Hardcore has dropped their full lineup for this July's event, featuring headliners Hatebreed, Terror, Madball, and more. The amazing Postfest, the post-metal festival in Indianapolis, will take place in September and features headliners Boris and many more bands to be announced. We're gonna party like it's a Viking raid in 1799. Midgårdsblot is back this summer with headliners Wardruda and Heilung. Americana and Indie Rock Fest Black Deer Fest in the UK has completed its lineup with the addition of James joining headliners Wilco and Van Morrison.
100% mountain water from the Austrian Alps. It's 16.9 ounce tall boys. Liquid Death comes in 2 flavors: mountain spring water and sparkling water. Entirely from 100% aluminum cans.
As a reminder, Dominion Fest is coming this summer with Cradle of Filth and Blind Guardian topping the bill. In an exclusive appearance in the UK, Emperor will headline this year's Incineration Fest. Heretic Festival, coming up in the UK, has announced Mason Hill as a replacement for Aaron Buchanan and the Cult Classics. Former Death members Rick Ross and Terry Butler will unite in Left to Die, a summertime tour covering Death classics. Speaking of Cradle of Filth, they've also booked a European headline tour with Alcest as direct support. Drone Metal Master's Son have booked a one-off headline show in June. More details to come on that show. Silverstein's new album Misery Made Me is out today, and they have booked a full headline tour of the US. Circle Jerks have rebooked their previously postponed tours due to COVID. And 3 Days Grace, who have a new album out, have had to postpone some dates this week due to a COVID outbreak in their camp. The big news of the week in rock and metal: Judas Priest, the great Priest, has been inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame class of 2022. Congratulations and hails! The band will join Eminem, Dolly Parton, Duran Duran, Lionel Richie, Pat Benatar, Eurythmics, Carly Simon, Jammin' Lewis, and many others as they are inducted into the Hall of Fame. The ceremony will be held November 5th, 2022 at the Microsoft Theater in Los Angeles. It'll also air on HBO and HBO Max as well as SiriusXM. We recently interviewed Richie Faulkner. You can check that, where he gives his feelings about being voted in or not. This means there will be a very awkward reunion with KK Downing, who has been a very vocal opponent of the band since he has left, but congratulations to the entire band for making it in. This is actually a big deal for them. Just a week after saying they would have no new music or tours, Linkin Park has said they are going to do a better job of keeping in touch with the fan with their brand new segment Notes from the Band, coming soon on social media. Rough news, as the Prince of Darkness, Ozzy Osbourne, has COVID. He managed to go 2 years without getting it despite recording albums and working on his recovery and battling Parkinson's disease. But now Ozzy has COVID. He's said to be recovering. COVID sucks, apparently. And then Sharon flew from the UK back to the US to be with Ozzy and take care of him, and now she has it too, so rough times. Do you want a sick beard like the death metal masters in Cataclysm? Well, good news! Cataclysm's JF's Badass Beard Oil and Hair and La Barba Beard Balm are now shipping worldwide at their big cartel store. Longtime Suicide Silence drummer Alex Lopez has quit the band on the eve of their tour with Carnifex. The band has announced a fill-in, and they will hire a new drummer eventually. Axl Rose made an appearance closing out night 2 of the Stagecoach Country Rock Festival in Indio, California. That's where Coachella happens. Carrie Underwood was the headliner and closed night 2, and Axl came out and joined her band for Guns N' Roses covers, Welcome to the Jungle and Paradise City. God Forbid is in the studio rehearsing for their comeback show at Blue Ridge Rock Festival. We are super stoked for this. Torn Between Two Worlds, the symphonic rock supergroup featuring Sarah Jezebel Deva, dropped their debut EP today as if we never existed, and you can stream it right here at Ghost Cult. And finally in the news, Satyricon has teamed up with the Edward Munch Museum in Oslo for an exhibition of Satyricon and Munch artwork combined. Satyricon are hugely influenced by Edward Munch. You might know his work from The Scream, hugely influential in art and to metalers.
And now for a look at New Music Friday.
Animus, Sacrificial EP, Nuclear Blast Records. Big Muff 68, Swing Metal, Moschina, Carbon Black, We Remain, self-released. Christian Death, Evil Becomes Rule, Season of Mist. Cleaver, No More Must Crawl, Chronosphere, Cosmic Putrefaction, Crepuscular Dirge for the Blessed Ones, Profound Lore. The Damnation, Way of Perdition, Soul Cellar Records. The Dark Overlords, Darkpocalypse EP, Uprising Records. Diarma, Nightcall EP, Silent Future, Death Club. Bad Songs Forever EP, 31G Records. Depressed Mode, Decade of Silence, Inverse Records. Disquiet, Instigate to Annihilate, Soul Cellar Records. Fozzy, Boombox, Century Media Records. Fuzz Meadows, Orange Sunshine, Copper Feast. Giang's Filthy Christian, Split EP re-release, Armageddon label. Godmother, Abevacalig, EP, self-released. Haunted by Silhouettes, No Man Isle, Eclipse Records. Haunter, Discarnate Ales, Profound Lore. I Am the Night, While the Gods Are Sleeping, Svart Records. Ibaraki, Rashomon, Nuclear Blast Records. Yanni Limitanen, My Father's Son, Frontiers SRL. Jeff Scott Soto, Complicated, Frontiers SRL. Cadaver March, Into Oblivion, Last Mile. Kaleidobolt, This One Simple Trick, Svart Records. Motor Sister, Get Off, Metal Blade Records. Ooh, 1. Inside Out Music. Posthuman Abomination, Mankind Recall, Comatose Records. Pure Reason Revolution, Above Sirius, Inside Out Music. Sabaton, The Symphony to End All Wars, Nuclear Blast Records. Sepulchral Curse, Deathbed Sessions EP, Personal Records. Silverstein, Misery Made Me. Unified. Stoner, Totally, Heavy Psych Sounds. Siberia, Statement of Death, Blacklight Media Records. Tank Reissues, Don't Walk Away, Filth Hounds of Hades, and Power of the Hunter, High Roller Records. Tau and the Drones of Praise prevents Dream Awake, live at Roburn Redux, Burning World Records. 3 Days Grace, Explosions, RCA Records. Tamarum, Ashen Realms of Stone Icons, Prosthetic Records. Ufamamut, Finis, New Rot Recordings. Upon a Burning Body, Fury, Seek and Strike Records. Windwalker, Love Language, Fearless Records. And Wofat, The Singularity, Ripple Music.
And now for a look in our mailbag.
This week's mailbag, we got a package in the mail from Meshuggah, this awesome Meshuggah colored vinyl of their new album, Immutable. It's full of bangers. It's on the awesome new label Atomic Fire, the premiere release this year from the label, and they've got a lot more stuff coming. Thanks, Atomic Fire. Thanks, Meshuggah. You made it to this part of the show, so you know what time it is. It's the end. GhostCultMag.com is a small business, and we really appreciate the support. As we say every week at this juncture of the show, it's a tough time in the world, so please take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and remember, a hot dog is still a sandwich.